Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
69. Now, my question to y'all, man, is given Suge Knight's claim of self-defense and allegations of a coerced plea, he already served 7 years, man. Like, has Suge Knight served enough time, man? Is it time to let that man free?
I think every nigga should be free if he ain't touch no kids.
But nah, let's not. Come on, bro. Like murder, like murder to me is like.
Free that nigga. He ain't hurt nobody who wasn't in the, you feel me, in the way, and ain't hurt no kids. I feel like, bro, you kill a nigga who gangbanging. I'm not mad at that. That's the streets doing justice. Nigga popped your people up. You went and popped them up. I'm not mad at that. You feel me? But a nigga go to jail playing with kids and all this kind of shit. All right, I ain't mad at that.
Fry him.
But in this situation, this nigga ran a nigga over because he was ducking a fade.
Well, they had
niggas outside.
Huh?
Who did he run over, man?
Who he ran over? No. So the other dude that didn't get killed but got hurt, the dude Bone, was in the original. If you watch the movie Training Day,
you talking about Bone from Blackstone?
Yeah, you feel me? And he made the movie The Bachelor Party. He made an incredible documentary about Crips and Bloods, one of the best ones ever. Okay. And he's actually like a very respected, solid dude. Other dude is well known as well, and it had beef.
I'm talking about a jungle legend.
Yeah. Bone is like, you feel me, like royalty out there. You feel me? And in period in LA, and the other dude was well respected as well, and had beef with Suge for a long time. Like he said, was essentially over not wanting to fight him.
Wow. Hey guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe to the channel. Man, listen. Suge Knight, of course, you've seen that he was denied being able to get out of prison. I didn't know how that was going to go, but I see Flakko. Shout out to Flakko, No Jumper. These guys talking about it, and just so happened that OG PIRU was out there that day on the situation that they're talking about, but they wasn't out there. So I got OG PIRU who gonna break this down to us on really what happened. And like I said, I knew he was out there that day, but I didn't know that these guys were speaking on it so openly. What's going on, OG?
Hey, all of these people speaking on an incident that they weren't around. Suge was denied this morning, talking about he had an ample opportunity to put up his objection and that he was manipulating the system. And it went bad for a situation that was purely an accident. And these are, matter of fact, somebody sent me this morning a clip of Reggie today, 4 hours ago, speaking on the tragedy that happened, that befell, bruh, that was, like I said, that it was 4 people on the scene at that day. And for everybody's misinterpretation, Suge never went to the lot, to the set, looking for Dr. Dre. He went there to talk to Ice Cube about a check that he was supposed to get. And once he got there, he got into an argument and he left, and he had called Terry Carter, which Terry was a friend of his, and told him that it was an incident and he was going to meet us on 142nd by Tams. When he got over there, an altercation came out. Suge was assaulted. Didn't assault anybody. He was assaulted. He pulled his car up and went and parked in the driveway. He parked in the driveway at Tams, and he was assaulted a second time. When he was assaulted the second time, Terry Carter got out of the car to assist Suge. Suge seen somebody else in his rearview mirror that he was coming to attack him. He believed. I was there, but I can't say what he believed. And he pulled off and accidentally hit Terry Carter and surmised it.
So Terry, him and Terry didn't have no issue at all.
And he had just been to Terry's house in December. This was in January for Christmas dinner. We had been on for the last year putting together myself, Nav, Terry Carter, and Baba Louie, King Baba Louie. It's a picture of December, just before this happened, of all 4 of us at at a restaurant in Inglewood, taking a picture together. Terry wanted to get him and Dre together and do a public forum like Game and 50 Cent did to squash the beef. They had been interacting for a year and a half. Suge and Terry were friends.
Wow.
People have come up and make conjunctures that it was because somebody in the element had to prove something to Dr. Dre, because on a fictitious pussy, they talked about Dr. Dre did give Knob $20,000. He had knew Knob from junior high school, and I did a Dre Day in 2014, and he saw and he asked somebody, man, get with Knob, I need to talk to him. He said, I'm coming over to the neighborhood. I want to make sure everything is all right. Here, and Knob split the money with somebody else. Now, that guy felt responsible and acted on something that he had. No, it was not on the lot. It was no reason for them to come to Tams and do anything. So if they want to get the record straight, the perpetrator that they're talking about, if nobody had went to court on Suge would have never got bound over, would have never had to go to trial at all.
Wow. So what do you think when you see, like, of course, these guys they're just talking and basically giving their perception of what they think happened that day. But of course, they wasn't out there. They're going by what they feel like, they've either heard or seen online. What do you think when you hear the stories being told, like these, like on No Jumper, the way that Flakko and team is telling the story, and even, of course, you're telling it differently. You're saying what really happened, and you was out there that day. But to hear somebody else break it down in a way to where they're basically telling the story from a hindsight and wasn't even at the location, what does that make you think?
It destroys the street credibility of people that they put in a scene. If they had kept it gangster and kept it in the streets, nobody would have went to court, and Suge would have never went to jail. If we had kept it 100, I didn't go to court against Suge. Now didn't go to court against Suge. So whoever went to court and sit up on the stand, guess who you better look at? And then, and two, all they have to do is get it right, and Brett could come home. Because it wasn't his fault. It was not intentional. And the reason that they could only prove, but now actually Suge has to take responsibility for what he did. Because if he had went to trial, somebody would have had to get on the stand and testify against it. For what he did, he took the deal. So that's what the courts is saying. Well, you took the deal. I wouldn't have never admitted that I killed nobody, and I know I didn't. So
wow.
I know why he did what he did, and he knew he had messed up, and he didn't want to put anybody else in jeopardy. So he, fell on the knife himself. But to come back and say, for anybody to claim that it was a $20,000 hit put on Suge, that's erroneous, that's irrelevant, and it's not a fact at all. Everybody was there, but two people were there for Suge.
Wow.
All his friends. And so just like Reggie Wright said today in his interview, that it's sad that knowing that he was innocent of what he did at that day, and to be held accountable for it, and people that were involved, instead of them stepping up, because they got full immunity. Couldn't nothing happen to them. They dealt with the prosecution and got full direct immunity. I can say whatever I want to say, and it's nothing to happen to me.
Yeah.
So to let somebody that ain't street. And these other folks that's running around talking about that they bite and should pay them to do this, they ain't bit nobody in they whole existence.
Wait a minute. Yeah. I seen that one too.
Yeah, so I mean, I get a message that somebody claimed that they was the big man for Suge, and that they was the biters, and they did all this biting, and they ain't bit no fade that they can show me where you ever bit at.
Wow, man. All I say, the thing is, man, but the guys, like I said, in hindsight, talking about it, when it comes down to these younger guys, and I had to hit Flakko up. I hadn't talked to him in a minute, but they, like they were saying, it was an altercation, and it was like somebody had beef, and you're explaining it a whole different way, as if it was just, It
was never an altercation. Suge never threw a punch. How's that an altercation? And hindsight is 20/20 vision. This is just gossip and conjecture. They don't have any hindsight. They have not read They probably read the police report. If they read the police report, it'll all come out. On page 2 of the police report, it explains everything that the person said.
Wow.
So go get your police report and read the police report. Then look at the preliminary, Suge's preliminary court appearance and see who was on the stand. Since you've given all these people esteem, look who the perpetrator was and look who testified.
Wow, guys, get in the comments, guys. Let us know, everybody watching this. OG speaks out. He heard some things said. No Jumper, the guys was around a panel talking about what happened that day when it came down to with Suge's altercation, with Suge's situation. And let us know, guys, what you think. Like I said, OG was there that day. OG PIRU, Ayatollah Marv was there around the situation. People talking in hindsight. Like I said, we just trying to make sure we get the story right, man. The legacy, like I said, we don't know if Suge's gonna get out of there or not now with this denial. So, and this is when keeping it gangster. He didn't tell on nobody, right, OG?
No, he the only person he chose on himself.
Wow, man.
He ain't got it's no paperwork on him saying it, but it's paperwork on other people telling on him.
Wow, guys. Wow. Guys, get in the comments. Let us know what you think. This is Boss Talk 101 review, what a boss is taught.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.